This is a super awkward place to film, but I don't know how else to get the job done. And the lighting is not that good.
Smoke weed every day.
What up, buds? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. You're probably wondering why I'm sitting right here. Well, probably not, because you saw the freaking title. Finally doing a plant haul. I know I've talked about on my Instagram a lot about my recent houseplant obsession. The collection has definitely grown over the past couple of months, and you guys have been wanting a haul, so I figured I'd finally give it to you. I obviously keep all of them right here under this grow light that I got from Amazon at the end of my bed, and then I have a couple hanging in front of my window too, but most of them are right here, so I guess I'll just give y'all a little haul, tell y'all about them a little bit. I don't claim to be any sort of houseplant expert or anything like that. Just got super obsessed after I came home from Vegas in July. I was just so sad that my vacation was over, so I decided to buy a bunch of plants to make me happy. And I don't know if buying that many plants at once was a good idea, because I literally bought like 25 within a month, and now it's kind of hard to keep up with them, but I'm doing fine. They're all doing okay for the most part. Some of them look like they're doing a little rough. Before we get into the haul though, I want to show off my earrings to you guys. Look at how cute these little pot leaf earrings are. Like, they're just the perfect stoner accessory. You guys have probably seen them on my Instagram story. I've been posting about them a lot because I'm obsessed. They're from this brand High on Plants, and look at this amazing packaging. They also sent me this pink pair, which these are just so Barbie. Like, are you kidding me? I'm literally so obsessed. They're based out of LA, and they're a woman-owned business, and they have a lot of other colors too, not just black and pink, and they also come in minis. And you might be thinking if they're like heavy, and trust me, they're not. I don't fuck with heavy earrings, and considering the size, they're super light. You barely even notice them. And I've been wearing them to school like literally almost every day since I've gotten them, and they just make me feel so cute. Seriously, the perfect accessory to show off your love for the plant. Should we get into the haul though? I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll start with my Alocasia black velvet, or my black velvet Alocasia. Gosh, do I even know the names of my plants? I honestly do not know what the fuck is going on with this plant. I've looked up how to help it out, what I can do to change it, but it's also like thriving at the same time, so I don't really know if it's getting rid of all these leaves so that it can thrive more this way or what. But I got this in August. I think this was the last house plant that I got, and when I got it, it was way smaller and didn't have as many leaves. It's gotten a few new leaves, so these ones could also just be old leaves just like going away, because that happens. I don't know. If you guys have any tips on how to help this plant out, let me know, because like I said, it's thriving. Like, it's been growing really tall this way. Like, these leaves are doing really good, but then all of these leaves, this one's a goner, this one's really a goner, and this one's on its way out. So I don't know what's wrong with this one. I don't know if it needs to be repotted or what. I do want to repot this one soon, because I think I might have some corms or whatever they're called in there. Alocasias create like these kind of like bulb type of things that you can replant and create more alocasias with. So I'm hoping I can do that soon, but I don't know what's going on with her. I really do love this plant though, and it even came with this cute little like woven pot. This is just like a box store plant too. A lot of my plants are from like Home Depot and McClendon's. A few of them are from actual like plant stores, but I'm not gonna lie guys, the Home Depot plant section gets me. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with her, but I still love her. She's beautiful. All right, my next plant is my, what even is this called? Peperomia plant? I don't know. I just got lipstick on it. Definitely forgot to water this plant for like a month, so she's lost a lot of leaves and she still has some deadness going on. But I love this plant. I think it's really fun. It's obviously on like a moss pole that I just got off of Amazon, and she's grown a lot since I've gotten her. She's way taller than when I first got her. This pot is just from Walmart. Walmart has super nice cheap pots if you need some, especially like when the seasons end, they put them on clearance and stuff like that, so you can get some really nice pots for super cheap there. And she has like all these round leaves like all over, She's really fun. She just has been struggling back and forth. When I first got her, she wasn't looking too good, and so I helped her out a little bit, and then I kind of forgot about her, so she's in recovery. My next one is one of my favorites. This is a pink Princess Philodendron, and she obviously doesn't have that much pink, unfortunately. Not yet, at least. She has been doing super good. When I first got her back in July or maybe August, she only had this leaf and this leaf right here, and then these 3 new leaves on top. She's grown since I've gotten her, and that makes me super happy because I know that these can be kind of hard to take care of, and she's been doing it super good under my grow light. Haven't lost any leaves or anything like that, and she even has a new one coming in right there. Love her a lot. I just wish she was more pink, and she tricks me every time she comes in with a new leaf because the leaf will be pink and then it'll come in more and then end up turning green. I don't know what's up with that. I've heard that there's not really a whole lot you can do to have your pink Princess Philodendron produce more pink. They kind of just naturally do it on their own. So I'm not too worried about it. She seems happy. She's growing new leaves. She's obviously on like a wooden stake pole. And this is probably my most expensive plant too, so I'm glad that she's been staying alive. This one right here is a little funky. This is a Philodendron mycan, and it has these really cool like velvety leaves. I did originally buy this from a plant shop as just like a cutting, and I propagated it for a month or two and then planted it. And as you guys can see, it's definitely like really long, so planting it was a little awkward, and now having it like in a pot is just a little awkward. She definitely needs a support pole, but she's always fallen. I don't know, she's a little funky, but she's been growing new leaves, doing super good ever since I repotted her. She seems happy, just a little odd. I don't know. I really wanted one of these though because I feel like the leaves are just so cool, like the texture of them. I just wish she was a little bit more fuller down here, and I don't know how to fix that. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions on how I can make this plant less like this. You know. And this Monstera Adansonii, something like that. I don't know how you say this one. I also bought this one from the same plant shop, same time as that Philodendron mycan, as a cutting, propagated again for like a month or two and potted it. And this plant has been doing super good ever since I repotted it. I think it's grown these 3 leaves right here, and then it has another one coming in right there. I think this Monstera is really cool because it already comes with the splits and the leaves. You don't have to wait for it to mature to get those. And she just grows a lot, which I think is so fun. It's always so exciting when you get a new leaf on a plant. And she's not too tall and awkward like my other one. She was a little bit, and I cut some of the roots off the bottom so she could fit in this pot more, and she's doing great. Love this one. Okay, this Hoya has been through a lot. When I first got it, it had one of these vines like more over here. It was growing, had new leaves and everything. It was doing really great for a while. And then I repotted it, and I know that repotting plants can kind of shock them a little bit, and you can kind of have some issues for a little bit after you repot them. But this plant did not like to be repotted. Oh my god, I don't know if I should have waited or what. It was just not happy with me after I repotted it. But now it's doing way better. It has this new pink vine that's growing up, and I really need to add like a support pole or something to it so that it has something to latch onto. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. It has lost a lot of its green leaves though. There was a lot more down here that I had to take out yesterday when I watered it, but she's looking way better now. I hope that she's happy that I watered her and just continues to thrive. It looks like there might be another pink vine down there that wants to start growing. I hope that that happens. I just think that pink plants are so fun. I have a couple of different pink plants, so I hope she can continue thriving. It's getting kind of hard to grab these. All right, this one is a peace lily that I actually rescued from Lowe's. I think this was one of the first plants that I bought after Vegas, and I did already have some plants before I went to Vegas, but then when I came back, I don't know what came over me. They just started taking over my life. But I rescued this one from Lowe's, and when I got it from Lowe's, it honestly didn't look that bad, but she definitely needed some help, and she's she's looking so much better now, so much fuller, has a bunch of new leaves coming in, has a couple going out, but I think those are just old leaves dying off. She hasn't flowered yet, but I'm hoping that'll happen soon. When I got her, she did have some dead flowers on her, and I don't really know a lot about what it takes to make a peace lily flower, but she's really happy under my grow light. Like I said, a bunch of new leaves have come in and everything, so I'm hoping she'll flower soon. All right, and then this one all the way back in the corner. This is my snake plant, the only one that I have, and it just stays in the corner back there by my grow light because I don't water this one that much. I actually watered it for the first time yesterday, so. Well, I did water it when I repotted it, but I haven't watered it since, and I repotted this in July. So I've heard the best way to keep a snake plant alive is to basically just forget about it, so that's what I did. I kind of just put it in the corner, forgot about it, which I don't know if that was necessarily the best idea because she got a little dusty, but she's still alive, still thriving. I think she has grown a little bit since I got her. I honestly can't tell, but I was really excited when I got this snake plant because I feel like snake plants at plant stores can be kind of pricey, even though they're a pretty common houseplant. At least all the plant stores around me had kind of pricey snake plants. So when I found this one at Home Depot for like $5, I was like,
oh yeah, I'm taking that home with me.
And I know that big box store plants can be kind of unlucky, but she's been doing good so far. Hope she continues to grow. Okay, now I have this plant shelf behind me, and yes, I literally bought this just so I could put more plants in my room. It's from Amazon. It was only like $30 or something like that. I'll put both of these things on my Amazon storefront in case you guys are interested. But let's look at these two little aloe plants. These aloes are going through it. These aloe plants came in like a little succulent type of thing that my mom had bought, and I don't have a lot of good luck with succulents, therefore all the succulents died, but the aloes were still kind of alive, and I'm trying to rescue them right now. I chopped off the ends and let them callus, and then I repotted them in some cactus soil, and I don't know how they're doing. I forgot to water them for like 2 months or something like that, so I think they started to go on the decline again. I'm not taking care of these that good. So yeah, I don't know if they're actually doing anything or if they're just sitting in dirt right now looking like they're kind of okay. I guess I'll keep you guys updated on these if you want, but honestly, I'm not really sure if these aloe plants are really gonna make it. I've been trying, but I don't know what they're doing. All right, now let me show you guys my burro's tail, which this is actually a succulent. I know that these can be kind of easy to take care of because they don't require a lot of water or anything like that, but lighting and everything can be an issue. Luckily, I have my grow light, so it just sits right under my grow light, and it seems like it's super happy. When I first got it, I don't think all of this was down here. I think all of this has grown. She's a little dusty. Ignore that. I need to dust all of my plants. Like I said, this is a burro's tail, and these little like beans can actually fall off and create more plants, and that is exactly what I did. I took a bunch of beans off of the burro's tail that had fallen out and put it in some cactus soil. I think I did that about like 3 months ago, and look at, they're growing little babies. It's seriously so fun. I kept checking on them for a while when I first had repotted them and nothing was happening, obviously, but now they have little babies growing. And like, look at how many I have in there. I'm about to have so many burro's tails. And this is super easy to do too, because you can basically just throw the beans on dirt and essentially forget about them. I don't really do anything with these. I'll maybe mist them like once a month or something like that, but I honestly don't do anything with them, and they're just growing little babes. Now this plant right here, I am so proud of this plant. This is a string of pearls, and string of pearls can be really hard to take care of. I've seen a lot of people in the plant community say that they're on like their 3rd string of pearls trying to keep it alive, and they're still not having any success. And I don't know why mine is doing so good, but it's just thriving. When I first got it, it didn't have all of these little vines growing up. I don't think it even had these off to the side, or this one over here. You are really dusty. I am so sorry. sorry. But she is just doing so good. I don't water it a lot. I only water it when the beans start to feel squishy and soft because they're really firm, so it's kind of obvious when it needs water. It's just doing so good. I'm so happy about it. I didn't even realize until last week that all of these vines were growing up like towards the grow light, so I thought that was really cool. I'm just so proud of myself for being able to keep this one alive. I was really worried that I wasn't gonna be able to, and she's been loving it in here. She's so happy. Do you guys refer to your plants as ladies too? Because I mean, come on, these are so women. This one right here is my string of hearts, and I'm also super proud of this plant. When I first got it, it was only like this long, and it's grown all these new leaves since I got it back in July. Got most of these plants in July and August. Obviously, all the new growth is green and will turn pink like the rest of the leaves. Another one of my pink plants. And this plant is pretty easy to take care of too. I just squeeze the oldest leaves at the top, and if they're pretty firm, then I know that it doesn't need water. But if they're kind of squishy, then I know that it needs to be watered, and that method has been working great for me. Like, look at all of these new baby hearts down there. Seriously, so cute. And before I got into plants, I didn't even know that there was like a heart plant or anything like that. It's actually like a variegated string of hearts, or variegated, I don't know how you say that word, because the leaves are actually pink and like different colors. There is a string of heart that just has like green leaves, I'm pretty sure, but I wanted the pink ones because those are just adorable. Oh, there's so many. This is definitely taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. This plant right here, she's going through it. I bought this baby rubber plant back in September of last year. This was one of the first plants that I had ever gotten, and when I got her, she did not look good. All of her leaves was like that, super droopy, not happy. And then I brought her back to life. She was thriving, she was happy, and then I repotted her. And when I repotted her, I thought I killed the whole plant. I thought it was done for, and I was so upset. But this leaf has been holding on for dear life, and it actually has a new little growth coming in right there. When I saw that new growth come in, guys, holy shit, I was so excited. I just thought this plant was a goner. I thought she wasn't gonna make it, but she's trying to bring some new life in. She's a little droopy right now because, like I mentioned before, I have been neglecting my plants, so she's a little thirsty. I watered her yesterday though, so she should hopefully be perking up in the next couple of days. Just know too, guys, that if your plants are looking all sad and droopy and then you go to water them, they're not gonna perk up right away. It'll take like a day or two for them to get all happy again. So I'm waiting for her to get happy again. Now this one is my neon pothos. This is definitely one of my faves. She was doing super good for a long time, and then I repotted her. Still seemed like she was doing good, and then started to go on the decline, so I thought that it might have been the dirt that was in the pot, and it seemed like it was because I repotted it with a chunkier mix, and she's been doing so good ever since. She's gotten these new leaves over here come in. These two are new leaves right here. And I know that pothos don't require that much light, but I do have her pretty close to my grow light, and she seems to like that a lot more than having less light. Just want her to get a little bit more full over here. There's like this one lone leaf right here. This one is super fun though. I like that it's not a normal leaf color than like regular pothos. It's more brighter, hence the neon pothos name. All right, this one right here is a propagated Christmas cactus. I don't know if it's honestly doing anything. I'm honestly... What are those little bugs all over this plant? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm having a crisis. I cannot believe that just happened. I was inspecting that plant, like talking about it with you guys, obviously, and I was like,
wait, what are all those little things moving all over it?
I don't know what those bugs were. They didn't look like aphids really, and they didn't look like spider mites. They were just like super tiny, and there was a fuck ton of them. Oh, I feel like really grossed out now, and I'm worried that my plants are infested. Now I'm like inspecting them. Oh my god, wait, I see some on this plant too. Oh my god, what is going on? What the fuck is happening? Why is this going on right now? I cannot believe this is happening. I guess I'll just try to finish and then figure it out when I'm done. Holy fuck. And I'm scared I have them on me too. They're so little, it's like hard to see them. Why is this happening? Why me? Okay, I'm scared to pick up any more. What if there's more bugs? Why is this happening right now? There better not be any fucking bugs on this one. God, as I'm just bumping them on all my other plants. That's smart. I don't think I see any on my nerve plant. This is my nerve plant, and I really like this plant because when it's thirsty, it lets me know. When it needs more water, literally all of the leaves just flop down and it looks like it's dead, but then I water it and it just perks right up. And of course, as you guys can tell, she's pink. Dang, so that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pink plants. I think I need more. Doesn't look infested, so that's good. I'm just having an issue because I don't even know what kind of bugs those are. I'll figure it out. I'll stop talking about it. We got a jade plant, and this jade plant is not doing good. Is that another bug? Okay, now I'm paranoid. Now I'm paranoid. Like I said though, this jade plant isn't doing so hot. Got her for like $5 at Walmart again. And I don't know if it's just not getting enough lighting, which I find it hard to believe because it's under my grow light, or if it's not getting watered enough or what. But she's lost a lot of leaves and now just has these 2 right here. I don't know if she'll last a whole lot longer if she's on her way out, but I just wanted a jade plant, and when I saw this one on Walmart, I was like, oh, might as well try it out. I'm not gonna lie, guys, seeing that infestation fucked with my vibes. Okay, this snake plant I got for my birthday last year. My Nana gave it to me because she had a big snake plant that was giving off babies. And you're probably thinking,
Jack, isn't your birthday in February?
she has not grown a whole lot, and I don't really know why. She has good lighting, she gets water, I don't overwater her, I try not to, and she just hasn't really grown a whole lot. I think she finally got this new leaf right here like in the past couple of weeks, but she just doesn't want to grow. And my Nana did actually tell me that the mother plant that this snake plant come from is dying. It's diseased and it's not doing good. It was producing more baby snake plants that my Nana was trying to propagate, and they just all ended up dying. So maybe this one has something wrong with it too, like some sort of disease. I don't really know. Like, she's not dying or anything, she just doesn't really grow. This plant doesn't look infested. This is my Philodendron Brazil. I got this one from Home Depot. Might look a little droopy. I did water her yesterday, don't worry. She has some new leaves coming in, like right there. Has some new baby leaves in there that I've popped up. And she seems to be doing pretty happy here. I just have her on the 3rd shelf of my plant rack back here. She gets a pretty good amount of light, but not like direct sunlight or direct grow light. I just pulled this plant down from that hanger right here. This was the first houseplant that I ever got last summer. My boyfriend's sister gave me a little Pothos, and this is what she's turned into. She definitely probably could be a lot bigger, but I think she got a little shock when I repotted her last year. But the past like 6 months or something like that, she's been thriving. She's gotten so many new leaves in. She's growing like off of the side of the pot, which I love, so hopefully she'll start like hanging. This was my baby, my first houseplant ever. What started this craze. I feel like pothos are super good beginner plants, and I feel like the plant community can agree with that. They don't require a whole lot of lighting, they don't require a whole lot of watering, and y'all might be wondering too how I keep track of all my plants, like when to water them and everything, or if I have like a certain day that I water. I did used to water on Saturdays, but I kind of felt like my plants weren't liking that, so I use the app Planta, and I don't 100% completely follow it. I mainly use it just to keep track of when I last watered my plant, and then I'll kind of check the dirt, see how wet it still is and all that stuff. I don't really have like a set watering schedule though. Obviously I ignored them for the past like month. All right, and this one is my Dracaena. I think that's what it's called. She looks a little droopy. She's still trying to perk up a little bit. This was one of the first plants that I bought after Vegas, and I just thought it was so fun. Definitely not like a normal plant, and it kind of gives me palm tree vibes. It's supposed to grow a little taller taller and be more like a tree, but this is what she looks like right now. And I also hang this one in my window too on the other side. It's in another little plant hanger. All right, and now we got the big elephant in the room, the plant that I keep hitting things on. I got this giant Monstera right here. I actually saved this Monstera from Lowe's for only $14. It was on clearance. I snatched it up, had no idea where I was gonna put it, but I wanted a mature Monstera so bad. It already had all the splits and everything in it. And so I said, you know what? I'm just gonna take her home and save it. And that's what I did. And she's doing it so good. Holy shit. I think she's gotten like 5 or 6 new leaves. I'm not even kidding. And she has another one coming in right here. She's just so happy right here. And I even got a propagation from her. I chopped off some leaves, propagated them, and then repotted them in this pot, and they're doing so good. They obviously have a new leaf coming in, and so now I have 2 giant matured Monsteras that'll give me beautiful split leaves. I'm just so in love with it and so happy that I got it, especially considering it was only $14. That's just so crazy. Such a good steal. I think that's all of my plants though. I do have some out in the living room, but they're just more pothos, nothing crazy. I think in total I have 30 something plants, maybe not because I just had to throw one away. I still cannot believe that happened. I'm like super paranoid about all my plants now because like guys, there was literally hundreds of little tiny brown bugs. I'm gonna look them up right after this to see what the fuck that was. I keep looking down here too because I think I see some on my pink princess philodendron pot. I don't see them on the plant, but I see them on the pot. So it's literally the only plant that I see them on though. And didn't I tell you guys that that was like my most expensive one? It's not actually expensive, but it's my priciest plant. I'm just gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this rough plant haul. I should have known this was gonna be rough when I saw the lighting and decided to sit here. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks though for your houseplants that you like to follow that I could apply to mine. Make sure you go check out High on Plants and their super cute earrings. I seriously want every color to match every single outfit. I love you guys so much. Stay safe, make good choices, and cherish your loved ones. Bye, buds.
Smoke weed every day.